Folks, very special Felder Friday edition of CSN because it ain't Friday. We got college football games, CFP Semifinals Thursday night and Friday night, so we had to move some things around. We got our boy Michael Felder at In the Bleachers here with us for the next hour and change. Chip Patterson from CBS Sports and the Cover 3 Pod is going to join us here in about 25 minutes. We'll get Chipper's takes on all things CFP.
Yes, sir.
But Felder, it is a Wednesday afternoon. We're taping this show so that we can get it in, previewing the games. We've been doing mega shows. I wanted to make sure you had plenty of airtime, plenty of space to breathe, okay, and just empty the clip on these CFP semifinals. Editorial note here: no Trip Hurd. Our man Trip Hurd, the lock doc, is in day 2 of a stomach bug that is ravaging the Hurd household.
Wow.
At last check, our man Trip has Cloroxed everything in an attempt to keep this contained to the top floor of his house where he is sequestered. He has lost his voice because of the sheer amount of vomiting that he's been doing over the last 48 hours.
Has he heard of orange juice?
I'm just going to let that man be.
Okay.
What about ginger ale, Felder? I thought you were a ginger ale guy. Get a little Schweppes, little Canada Dry in that man.
I think you got to do both.
He's down bad.
I just got a kid that's coming over to my house right now. Rosalind's at the door. The door.
Ain't nothing you can do about that, Felder, because we're talking ball for the next hour. How are you doing,
I'm
man?
not going nowhere.
We got the transfer portal going on. We've got a full-fledged emergency out in Seattle. Have you been keeping up with this DeMond Williams situation?
Yes. What do we expect?
Well, I mean, look, DeMond Williams, quarterback of Washington, re-signs the contract for $4.5 million, reportedly.
So he's good.
Well, he's good, but then he goes on Instagram and says, I'm entering the portal. So
if you're going to, and I saw multiple, like someone should have to pay that 4.5 and whatever on top of whatever they're going to pay him to go somewhere.
Oh, to give Washington the 4.5 back, like a transfer fee in soccer? Is that what you're thinking?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Well, look, it's early in the DeMond Williams saga, but LSU obviously in the mix. They need a quarterback, man. They don't have one. Like all these guys are starting to commit. LSU still doesn't have a quarterback. It's being rumored that DeMond Williams is heading to Baton Rouge. Who the hell knows, Felder? But this is messy, dude. We're 5 days into the portal. This is messy.
Here's what I'm going to say. And I will say this very, like, I was very specific when I said that I thought Alabama and Georgia were the 2 most dangerous teams in the playoff, correct?
Yeah. Both of them are at home. They're on the golf course right now.
Yes, they're at home. Whoever wins Indiana, Oregon, put them in. Let's go.
That's what Wayne said. Wayne Cook on our Wednesday show said, I think the national champion comes from the Indiana-Oregon game.
Yeah, 100%.
You feel the same way?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
But I'm rooting for Ole Miss.
Because of all the stuff.
Yes. I want Lane Kiffin. I want somebody to knock his dick in the dirt.
Well, there it is. We're 4 minutes into the show. We've earned the E. I think that's already happened.
Is that an E?
Yeah. You can't use a slang term for the male anatomy and not earn the E.
Hang on. You know what? Cut this. Just go and say, I'd love for Richard to hit the ground.
It's too late. I'm not editing that. I'm leaving it in. Okay? Just to be clear. You don't think his ego's already a little bruised because of all this?
I do think it is, but I was trying not to do the bad thing.
I mean, beating Miami, making it to the national championship game. I mean, they're 2 wins away from really putting the icing on the cake, right? Like, that would be a tremendous story. Although I think there's a couple of tremendous stories, man. You got 3 teams in this field who have never sniffed a national championship in football. That's significant. I think that's cool.
I think Miami is very interesting. Their defensive line is remarkable. So I got to give Roddy his flowers. Go ahead.
Although, yes, there's some other flowers that you need to hand out here. You want to do that? You want to do that now, or you want to save that for later?
I'll do it now. You want me to do it now?
Yeah, I'm listening. What you got?
I thought I did it before, but I'll do it now.
That was the other show.
Stephen Hartzell. He said that Indiana was going to win by 3 scores. I questioned what 3 scores meant to him because I was like 3 field goals or 3 touchdowns.
You know what I meant.
And they won 38-3.
So they won by 5 scores. Yeah.
Indiana beat the wheels off of Alabama.
Yeah, they put the paws on them, as you like to say.
Yeah, they put the paws on them. This is an Indiana team. But what did I say? I said I wanted to see it.
Well, look, you watch Indiana football, Felder. I still think there's a lot of people nationally that watched the Rose Bowl and saw Indiana play football for the first time. And look, if that's the case, you got to see a pretty impressive performance from Indiana. But Saban said as much on College Game Day. Nick Saban's like, my golfing buddies back home think we're going to beat Indiana because it's Indiana. And, of course, they can't be good at football.
Right.
Like, that's Nick Saban's inner circle of friends. Like, it's just a bunch of good old boys, people at the club.
Right.
But still, they don't know. I think large swaths of the United States had no idea.
Word.
You're welcome. Yeah. Well, I barely escaped JMU with academically. I mean, they barely let me walk. I barely got out of there. But I still have a couple of fancy $2 words every now and then. So, Felder 5, we're going to get into that. You want to jump in there now? Because toe meets leather tonight, baby. We're playing football in Glendale. Miami taking on Ole Miss, and then Friday night in Atlanta, Big Ten, Indiana, Oregon.
Yeah. So I'm going to start with Lane Kiffin being the most down bad if Ole Miss wins at all.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't follow Lane Kiffin on Twitter, okay?
Neither do I.
Him putting out, Trinidad and Tobago flags every time Ole Miss wins because Trinidad Chambliss is just levitating in the Superdome. Like, he's just doing sick stuff against Georgia. And the fact that Trinidad Chambliss is trying to get another year of college, but not to play for Lane Kiffin, to stay at Ole Miss. Good for you, man. I hope it works out.
I mean, listen, how many hand baskets can you have?
I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand the reference.
You do.
Oh, the shopping thing. Yeah,
yes.
I'm over that.
Me too.
I think we're both over it. Here's the thing. I was thinking about this though. Like, college football is better when there is a villain, right?
And he's the villain.
He's the villain. Like LSU, Lane Kiffin, that whole organization now moving forward. Like, it's pretty clear. And you could say, like, well, who have some recent villains been in college football?
Who have they? Because the recent villains have won.
Yeah. The Bama dynasty, right? Like, that was a villain. Georgia there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You had Southern Cal with Pete Carroll. I'd say that was villainous.
So this isn't the same.
It's not the same because he hasn't won. He's been there for a month. But still,
this is getting like it's serving to me. It's bag cereal.
I hate bag cereal.
Yeah, I know you do. That's what I'm saying. It's bag cereal. It's supposed to taste the same as the other one? Yeah. Does it? No.
No.
It's Fruity Loops.
Not Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. Exactly.
That's the cereal that's at the very bottom of the
bottom
of the aisle, or of the organizer there. It's like foot level, ankle level. Yeah, you got to bend down to get it.
You have to bend down.
I get it. I follow you.
I'm just saying, like, he hasn't done anything.
No, he hasn't handled the situation very well. He's building pieces around him, obviously, at LSU. He apparently, my understanding is there are 5 position coaches from Ole Miss who were on the staff against Georgia that will not be against Miami. So even though it's January. And Roddy and
this.
I talked about this. Like, they have
What
to
did
follow
Roddy
the job. Well, he's like, look, you have to follow the job. Like, that's where the job is. You need job security. You're not making $11 million a year. You're making a couple $100,000, but
Right.
the job is with Lane. You have to go to Baton Rouge to stay
Right.
on the staff. These young people have to follow that. Like, he understands the economics of it.
Yeah.
But it's an awful look for Ole Miss, and
It's an awful model.
it's an awful model. Yes, model's a better word. Thank you. Yes, because what's this going to look like? Like, you got position coaches that are like, yeah, of course I'm in for the Georgia game. Oh, we won again? I gotta go. I gotta
Right.
go.
Listen, you think I earned it with the other thing? I'll earn it right now hard. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Because if you're asking, let's say no. Hartzell, you're what? You're 42, right?
I am. Yes. It's a
I'm
true story.
41. I'm 41. When I got asked to move to Chicago, Jesus, how old was I? I got to do the math.
Hey, get the calculator out. I know it's there. Yeah, guys, solar powered ass.
Yeah, so
Go ahead, do the math.
26
What were you, 34?
minus 2018. So that was 8 years ago. 41
That was close.
minus 8. 33. 33 years ago. Or not 33 years ago. 33. When I was 33, 8 years ago, they asked me, they were like, we're going to give you X amount of money. We're going to give you more money than you've ever made. Are you coming here?
But
you got to move.
Your North Carolina Happy Meal ass has to move to the Chi.
Yeah. Yes.
And you went.
And I went. And that's what these guys have to do. Because if they don't take that job, what are they going to do?
That's the thing. The music stops. Everybody's trying to grab the chair before everyone else grabs it. Yeah.
What are they going to what are they going to do? I'm being serious. What are they going to do?
They're going to end up at another school in a lower capacity, and they're going to have to relearn a coach's entire thing because they've gone from Lane Kiffin's staff to, I don't know, insert, Alex Golish or something. Like, you have to relearn everything. You're starting from the baseline.
Right. And so you have to make a decision that's better for you, especially those guys. Like, if you're 27 and you have a kid and a family, so you have a kid, a wife, so you got a family, you might have a second kid on the way or whatever, you have to make a decision. Yeah,
you have to provide. You have to provide money, but you also have to provide security. My thing, Felder, is that Lane Kiffin could say, hey, it's the first week in January. I got this. Like, stay in Oxford, win a national championship, and then come. But he's not about that life. He's like, no, I need you here. I need you to help me in the portal. I need you to help me recruit, which is just kind of obnoxious. But that's where we are in 2026. That's where we are.
You can see my face.
Yeah, no, you're exhausted by it. I am too. I'm kind of sick of talking about Lane Kiffin, but I understand because the Ole Miss piece, because of all the games, Felder, this isn't a quarterfinal recap show, but of all the games that just went down, the Ole Miss Georgia game was the most surprising to me.
Well,
because of what the Rebs did in that second half?
What do we think about Kirby Smart decision making?
I think it's a fair question, man. Like, I can appreciate that he's not playing for the tie, that he wants to win. He's not playing scared.
Mm-hmm.
But when you keep making mistakes and you're hitting at like a 20 or 30% clip, it's fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's question. I mean, it's fair. Now, Nate Frazier gets hurt in the second half. Do I think some of those red zone play calls in the final minute are different if you have a healthy Nate Frazier back there who was averaging like 7 yards per carry? Sure. But you didn't. And now Zachariah Branch is going to the NFL. And I think the questions about Georgia's offense remain. This is not news to Georgia fans. They've been bitching about Mike Bobo for decades.
Yeah.
This is not his first stint as the OC.
I was going to say since
Athens.
the first time.
Yeah. This goes back to the Mark Richt era of Mike Bobo calling plays. So I get it. Now, I also think, and I know we'll keep this moving with the Felder 5. I don't want to spend all day on what happened a week ago.
We're good. We're good.
But if you're a diehard Georgia fan or just a college football fan in general, and you see Trinidad Chambliss doing the things he was doing in that game, like, you got to tip your cap, right? Like, I know It's your goal to prevent – those guys are on scholarship too, blah, blah, blah. But that guy had the game of his life. Like, that dude had an out-of-body performance, and that's what beats you. That's tough. I get it, but heck of an effort from that young man. And that dude, by the way, he is Felder, he could not be more 180 degrees opposite of where you're at with Lane Kiffin, where you and I are at with Lane Kiffin.
He loves him.
Trinidad Chambliss is humble. He's like, he goes over and he talks to his mom in pregame, and he hugs her in postgame. Like, he's just an incredible kid. He's an incredible guy, and he gets it, right. Like, he just gets it. That's refreshing. I'm not rooting for any of these teams, but I can't not root for Trinidad Chambliss. It's been an awesome story.
We have a handful of things that we know that I do root for. One is Ole Miss right now, because of what they had to go through as a team. Like, I still don't like the idea that their coach didn't talk to them before he left.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear you.
I
hear you.
Like, that really hurts. I root for Indiana. You didn't
root for Indiana last week. What happened, man? What changed?
No. I didn't. No. Don't say that.
Hey, hang on, man. Don't make me pull the tape. Who'd you pick to win the game?
I picked Alabama.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't say that didn't mean I wasn't rooting for Indiana.
That's an interesting hedge.
It's not a hedge.
You picked Bama to win, but you were rooting
for Indiana.
Them. Okay.
I needed them to show me.
Well, they done showed you.
Here's
what we're going to do. Our man Chip Patterson is here. He's entered the chat. He's here a little early. He's here a little early, but we love it. Let's hit pause on the Felder 5. Chip Patterson from CBS Sports and the Cover 3 Pod joins the show next. All right, as promised, we're going to keep the college football talk rolling. We got Chip Patterson from CBS Sports with us. Chip, thank you for making the time. This is a CFP Semifinals preview of sorts. I do want to get your take on what you saw in the quarterfinal round, but we were talking before you came on. We're all dads here. We're all doing the best we can. Christmas break is over. Like we had a lot of football to watch. Like, we have quote unquote jobs to do. Like, we have to watch the games, but we also have to be dads. There's the holidays. Like, how did that go for you? Just this confluence of games and parenting and holidays the last couple of weeks. How'd you survive?
Paid for it bad when we had to get back into the routine. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the beginning of break, it was a little rough. Then right when, like, they even get used to it, now we got to go back to school. I mean, both of my boys are like me in that they are probably at their best in, like, week 7 of the college football season, when every single Monday through Friday looks exactly the same, and we ain't got no travel to worry. I mean, like, I'm traveling sometimes, you're like headed out, but the routine is the routine is the routine is the routine. And when the readjustment period of going back, is harsh, right? And you see it at, like, just small behaviors, just sort of like how hard it is to get out the door in the morning. So we're getting through, I had my wife gets to come home for lunch, and we were just having a little check-in, right? Like, so what are we going to do about this boy? Because he ain't acting right. Like, how hard are we going to go? And that's where I think, like a lot of the great coaches that we hear from, you just got to have situational awareness, right? This might be one where we got to ride out until they get back in a rhythm. But we said, we're not going to do any huge punishments. We're just going to stay on his ass. We're just going to keep making sure that we correct mistakes as much as we can. So how are y'all doing with Christmas break and getting back into the flow?
Felder,
you want me to go?
Well, you run Carline. Like, you see this. You've got a front row seat to how disheveled everybody's been since we came back to school.
Let me tell you something. I vacuumed my car out on a Sunday, and I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. And then I started pulling car doors on Monday and Tuesday, and I was like, what do these people have going on in their house?
Well, and probably they've got travel, right? Like, they got to go see some family. And, like, that's the stuff that'll lead to a messy car, is the 30 to 45-minute drive to go see an aunt or an uncle, right? Because then it's like, oh, whatever, just throw here's some snacks, like, here's, like, take whatever, here's some games. You don't plan it out.
I was like, yo, y'all's car is crazy.
It's filthy. It's disgusting.
No, I didn't say any of those words.
No, but that's what you're thinking. You're like, oh my God.
You don't know what I'm thinking.
Like, that's a chicken nugget on the floor. Like, that's a days-old chicken nugget. I can tell.
I would pass judgment for that. I'm guilty for, like, the crayon, like the crayon spill, and it might take a couple days before the crayons get picked up in my back seat.
No, this is all food. It's all food. It's all food. No, we had to, I think breakaway didn't ruin it. That's the key, to not ruin it. Don't ruin break.
Isn't I think you've written in your newsletter, Felder, what is it that Christmas is a holiday it's like too easy? Like the barrier for entry, or a holiday for lazy people? Is that what the line is?
You're so close. And
okay,
Hartzell,
what is
do you want to finish it? Hartzell, do you want to finish it?
No, I don't know it off the top of my head. So no, I know you're not a Christmas guy, Felder. You're a Thanksgiving guy. I know that.
I got in trouble for saying Christmas is a holiday for idiots.
Oh, that's it. It's not lazy people. It's idiots. Yeah. I remember it's like Felder believes that the barrier for entry to participate in Christmas is too low. Like at Thanksgiving, you got to bring something to the table.
Sure.
Like there's a higher barrier for entry to celebrate Thanksgiving than there is for Christmas.
Yeah. So
very funny take. I don't agree with it, but it's a very funny take.
No. So speaking of Jesus, my family's still at my house still. So this is not great. But
they stay through Epiphany. They take it. They drag it all the way through the 12 days of Christmas are done.
No, we just got her from school. So. And my wife's best friend is coming over. Is not coming over. Flying in tomorrow. So
you got this, man. You got this.
You got this.
You're gonna be fine.
I got it. Don't worry, dude. I'm fully ready.
Hope she likes watching football. Hope we got games on tonight and Friday.
That's what listen. Don't steal my segue from me.
Okay, very good.
So speaking of barrier to entry. Miami hurdled the barrier.
Yeah.
Chip, what do you think about them versus Ole Miss? And honestly, it's Ruben Bain and everybody else just shows up to the party.
So there's like two sides to this. Like one is a little bit more of a celebration of Miami's defense. The other is just like a situational spot call on Ole Miss. And that's a little bit less fun. But so first, like celebration of Miami's defense.
No, time out. I want to hear about the situational spot call.
Oh, I mean, just like, did you pour it out? Like, was that your Super Bowl? Did Trinidad Chambliss touch the sky? Like, I mean, right. Is that repeatable? I mean, there was a left-hand pass in there. I mean, some of those conversions.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was insane.
It was insane. And he's throwing, like, contested balls. But, and no Georgia fan wants to hear this. No college football fan wants to have any sympathy for Georgia. But, like, we were down because of the ejection and the injury, and KJ Bolden kept getting shaken up. Like, we were down a little deep. I know Georgia's talent is Georgia's talent, but we were down a little deep on that depth chart for guys that were having to just chase around wide receivers for 7 seconds because Trinidad can't get brought to the ground.
Right.
It was an incredible watch as a football fan, but to say like, oh yeah, he's definitely going to be able to go do that again against a defense, which you mentioned Ruben Bain, but like 6-year senior Akeem Messidor is like 32 years old. Like David Blay was playing football in Ruston, Louisiana last year. Keontae Scott started at West Virginia. Yeah. Jacoby Thomas started at Middle Tennessee. I mean, Mo Torre was playing football in Piscataway at Rutgers. Like there is just some old dudes that have seen some stuff. And in that, like the great behind the scenes of the halftime speech, Ruben Bain to the team before they go out for the second half against Ohio State, he said, you look in their eyes, they don't want it like we want it. and I just started like really getting my arms around an old, hungry team that is just putting their hands on people and getting some old man strength. So like, do I see a world where Ole Miss poured it out against, by the way, two teams that they'd already played. So it's the first scout against a new opponent for a staff that has been having interchangeable pieces. And then number 3, like, you beat the Dogs in the Dome and everybody was there, and like you hit another plane. If Miami comes and puts you in a sleeper hold, do you have enough juice to be able to get out of it? Like, that's kind of my operative question here.
It feels like no country for old men.
Oh, okay. That rocks.
Am I wrong?
No, please explain more. Like, I keep going. I want to hear it.
Like they've got the gun for Miami.
Right.
They have the I don't know what it's even called.
The cattle thing that shoots the air. It shoots. Yeah. Miami might have that.
Yeah.
And it's a problem.
What are you going to do? How are you going to run offense? Like, they had that one set where, I mean, Felder, what was it? Like, they brought Messidor in as like the D tackle spot. So it's Bain and Messidor. And they were both it's side by side, lined up opposite the left guard who just came in the game and is like, oh no, what am I gonna do here?
You can don't worry, I already broke the seal. It's
okay.
Good.
I know how Felder feels about this question, but I'm asking you, Chip. How much credit do we want to give one Carson Beck for what Miami's done for the first 2 games in the playoff?
Oh, not an overwhelming amount of credit. I mean, I do think it is like I think managing the game has been the name of it, you know?
Bro,
like
come on, dude. Be honest.
I said not an overwhelming amount. Like, I mean, you're still the quarterback of the team that's one of the last 4 standing, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not doing kid gloves here. I'm just saying that the credit probably should go elsewhere.
Thank you. What you just said right there, that's the answer. The credit should go.
He needed to make 3 important throws in the Ohio State game, and he made 2 of them, and then took off running and threw his shoulder in for another. Like they asked Carson Beck they do not ask Carson Beck to make a lot of plays, and I think that he answered the call the very few times that they really needed him to. So yeah.
So he is a first round quarterback though.
I don't know. I don't do NFL draft stuff. I don't play it. I don't play that game. That's
nice deflection. Yes, very good.
No, look, I've had plenty of quarterbacks. Been working for CBS since 2010. I've had plenty of quarterbacks that I thought were awesome that have been awful, and I've had quarterbacks that I thought were awful that were awesome, and it's flipped both ways. The same way. It's just
shout out to Drake May.
I'm sorry. Like, people are like, where did he come from? I don't know. He's the ACC Player of the Year.
Yeah.
I don't know, where did he come from? He was legitimately celebrated as the best of everybody in the conference. I think we did tell you where he was coming from.
All right, so Miami, Ole Miss. Can we talk about Ole Miss defense real quick?
It's like suspect.
It is, but the way that they destroyed Gunner is that a Golding effect?
No, I think that with Drew Bobo sidelined and like everything that they had to sort of like mix up, that offense already kind of would be a group that would come in fits and starts, right? Like when they would get hot and when they would get rolling, it's awesome. But they didn't dominate the SEC championship. Blocked a punt, got a couple quick scores, tilted the game, and that was it. So
no, I'm talking about Ole Miss's defense.
Right, but I'm saying I'm not going to they still couldn't get stops as Georgia kept scoring.
Yes, good point.
Like that was ultimately I do not look at them as a plus value. I mean, they're fine, but if we were to line up all the offenses and all the defenses, I think that the Ole Miss, off the top of my head, I believe the Ole Miss defense would be among the lower ranked groups of all the offenses and all the defenses from the 4 teams.
Chip, it sounds like you're leaning Miami on Thursday night. Is that
accurate? And if Ole Miss wins, I feel like I'll almost root for them to win the whole daggum thing at that point, just because it's like, this is an insane. I mean, no matter what happens, and this was the first thing it like struck me as soon as we started going on the night of the first, I was like, oh my gosh. Like I just interested. All right, our semifinals are set, blah, blah, blah. Like, and I was like, oh my gosh, either Ole Miss or Miami are playing for the national championship.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's bonkers. I mean, Indiana, by the way, it has its own, like, is this one of the most incredible stories in sports, period? Like,
yes.
we kind of has its own.
We're gonna get there.
Like, we've got that as like a whole thing, but just talk to any college football fan that Ole Miss and Miami are two programs that have cared and spent and bumped their heads on the ceiling so many times, and in some of the stupidest ways. I mean, Ole Miss had that like 4th and 23 against Arkansas that Hunter Henry was somehow involved in, like a tight end pass, and the conversion like led to an Arkansas win, kept Ole Miss out of the SEC championship game. Ole Miss has never even played in the SEC championship game. They have spent and they have cared and they have not gotten the job done. Them playing for the national championship is insane. And Miami the same way. Their entire life as an ACC member, last 20 years, they've had talented players and just the dumbest, most horrific sort of moments that have prevented them from capitalizing. So it's just either one of these teams playing for the national championship is just going to be unbelievable.
Yeah. No,
let's go to Atlanta, Felder. Let's go. Peach Bowl. Let's do it.
We're going to Atlanta.
I mean, look, Chip, you're a CBS guy. So that means that you are de facto Big Ten guy, right? Are you surprised that we're here, Indiana, Oregon, for a spot in the Natty?
No, I mean, this is the last two Big Ten champions. They've just been two of the winningest teams of the last two seasons. That's the one where either one of those teams, and that's the funny, either Indiana or Oregon is the more expected, victory that if they emerge as the national champion.
They're the favorite.
Dude, I think it's going to be so much fun. I think it's just going to be football with hammers. I think it's going to be so violent. I mean, Oregon's going to sit back and make sure that they limit explosive plays and swarm to the ball.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
What did you think about Oregon's defense
against Texas Tech?
Yeah, the way they changed it, 3 safeties.
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
Well, some of it is like they knew with Texas Tech's offense and the way that they were playing tempo from the jump, there was a very stated intention of what we want to do is force a punt, then hold the ball for 7 minutes, then force a punt, then hold the ball for 7 minutes.
Right.
And that's eventually David Bailey and Romello Height and Lee Hunter, they'll get tired of chasing us around if our snap count is just totally tilted against them. And so I felt like a lot of what we saw from the Oregon defense, twofold, schematically was just about limiting explosive plays. Texas Tech was number 2 in the country in plays of 20 yards or more going into that. So it's we'll limit explosive plays. Already something that Oregon does pretty good, but I think that just with not that they Virgil or not that any of those other
Finney had a hell of a football game.
Yeah.
And they played, I want to push back a little bit, but they played if I'm the middle guy and then my shoulders are the other guys plus corners, they were moving and they could see if you have 22 eyes on the football the whole time, you can rally. And the big thing I just got done watching the game again. But the amount of hats they have in the frame, that's good football.
And they were also kicked in the nuts by JMU in the second half. Tosh talked about that. I was they had a little bit of fire to them. And that's also why you see him attacking the football, Mateo, with the strip sack. They are Baron Morton, 4 forced turnovers in that game. I mean, some of it, one of the Finney interceptions is if you throw the ball into double coverage, there's a higher percentage chance that the defender gets it than your receiver gets it. Yeah. Some of those, belong to Baron Morton. But yeah, I think the defense was, attacking. They were playing with an edge. They were pissed off about how they played in the second half against JMU. There was a little bit of a pride game on the line against the Red Raiders.
Hartzell, I know you want to talk.
Well, It feels to me, Chip, like Oregon has to be perfect if they want to beat Indiana. I just think Indiana's better than Oregon's better. But I mean, you tell me. I can't. The path for Oregon for me is borderline perfection and maybe some turnover luck, right? Maybe Mendoza gives you a pick 6. He's done it before.
He did. I mean, yeah, he's got interceptions in a lot of the games against the best teams this year.
Is there a worry with Indiana that they might have a similar type of reaction that Ole Miss did, where you left it all out there against Bama in the Rose Bowl and you emptied the tank then? Is that a concern?
No, not when Alberto was in the game. If Alberto takes snaps, they felt good about life. Yeah. You know, I mean, that's and do you know when I think they ended it? When they truly ended it was that last FU touchdown before halftime to go up 17-0.
Yes.
I mean, they remember that bomb over the top. They just like they had a
got
little
your ass.
Yeah. This is gotcha. Sorry, like this is over. What do you want to do? How do you want to play it, Kalen? That's what that play was. Hey, we can keep doing this all day. So
you should have took the Penn State job, buddy.
Yeah, like this. I think Indiana comes in fresher, honestly, than Oregon, who's going to be down Jordan Davison, his goal line back. You know, they were in Miami, had to fly back to Eugene. Now they're flying back to Atlanta. Oregon had to play an extra game, where Indiana is the team that had the extra week of rest. I know Oregon didn't play in the conference championship game, but just if we're looking at what's been going on recently, this will be Oregon's third straight playoff game. But to your point about like best, I do think Oregon's very, very best. Oregon's like running at 99.9% probably is a little bit better. I just don't know if I've seen that all the time, you know? And Indiana just doesn't make mistakes, and they wait for you to make a mistake, and they make you pay for it. And they have done that. Like that has been a consistency to their performance. So yeah, or I could see either result. I'm leaning Indiana. My pick is Indiana if you were to go look it up. But I could see almost any result out of these semifinals, given sort of like where we are in terms of the small gap.
So
got to lace up and play. That's what Miami's win told. Like Miami's win did indicate to us, and I have not been super playoff guy. Like I don't have overarching playoff takes. Like y'all tell me the rules. We'll go out there, fill up the teams, and go play it, right? Like that. I don't feel passionately about a postseason format that we just came up with like yesterday. Like I don't think the soul of the sport is in the college football playoff bracketing principles. Like whatever, miss me with that. But like this has shown that like, yeah, you got to go out there and you got to lace them up. Miami outplayed Ohio State. Miami advances. Ohio State season is done. And there's a chance.
Go home.
4 teams. It's going to go out and lay an egg. Because guess what? It happens. Like this. Sometimes teams got it. Sometimes they don't. So I could see any result from this. But I think Indiana just waiting for Oregon to make a mistake is what gives them a win in a lower scoring, violent, hard-hitting, limit everything kind of game.
So I'm going to say this. I think Signetti is a G.
Yes.
Like,
I agree.
Like indisputable. Like that dude is just like, Google me. Hartzell, do you have it?
Yeah, I don't have the soundbite, but
have y'all heard the other stuff about the staff? It's old clips. I don't think it's anything that's been said at media day. I think it's stuff that he said at old like the coaching conventions, Felder, that we went to like back in the day. Oh
my gosh, Hartzell doesn't know about this.
We're talking AFCA stuff, like back in the day.
No. Not them. It was the Nike Coach of the Year clinics, and so it wouldn't be from one of these. So it'd be like drive to Charlotte, and like all those high school coaches out there come and pile in the hotel ballrooms to hear the college coaches.
Chip would stay with me.
Speak, yeah. And so we would sit there and I'd ask Felder questions. I mean, it was football, like it's super insidery football stuff that I think I needed for sure. And Felder helped a lot. So I always appreciate that. But at he's an Adidas guy. So he wouldn't be at the Nike Coach of the Year clinic. So he's at some other coach talking to coaches. Right. He goes, I don't make my guys sleep in the office. I don't look around to see who's the last one there. I want you in the office on time. I want you ready to work. And we are going to be efficient, but I'm not a believer that like you get to be better or like rise in our staff. We have high demands. And he talked about with the practices too. He was like an hour 35. He was like, that's it. We are not asking anything else. We like our kids fresh. We like, our minds fresh. And it is very interesting, compared to that's like super grinder. You got to be in the office all the Cristobal, like
D'Antonio.
I mean, it's just
because we saw D'Antonio together.
We did, and he didn't talk about any offense or defense stuff. He was doing program organizational structure stuff.
Right. It was like, this is a lot.
Yeah, and so I just think it's interesting that among all the other things with Signetti is him kind of being against the grain even in that way. I mean, imagine that pitch as they're cleaning up in the transfer portal throughout the week. And it's like, hey, so we're going to have very straightforward, clear-cut demands. We're going to pay you a ton of money, and you're going to win. Does that interest you, or do you really care about a brand, right? Guys like, I'll take that. Like, that sounds like a very good experience. So Six, he's on to something. And with the portal activity, here's what I'm going to assume. And Felder, I don't know how much of this is going to click with you, but Hartzell, I think you'll understand it. I am developing a Kelvin Sampson Houston type expectation for Kurt Cignetti's Indiana. I don't know. They'll be there. You know, they're going. There is a level of consistency. There is a culture. There is a way that they operate. I'm just going to trust their evaluation process. They're going to do what they do.
Explain this to me.
They just play. They just, if you didn't know anything about college basketball and you turned on a Houston game, you'd be like, yo, those guys play way harder than anybody else.
Yeah, and they're always making the right decisions. They've got a good system. I mean, it is just like they just show up to the right places at the right time on the court and care more, play harder.
Because I can tell you what, Chip. 24 out at UNC. Right now, 10 in.
Yeah.
39.
I do like some of the re-signings.
Sure.
Not sold, huh?
Bringing back Melcart's big, right?
Yeah,
he could have easily ended up walking with everybody else, of value.
Yeah, totally agree.
That one was one I was like, okay, good.
I opened my computer today and I was like, oh, it went from 5 to 10. Okay, got it. We're
bringing back Jordan Shipp. I like that. Bring back Damon June. Those are the two skill players that like
Damon June, Jordan Shipp. Absolutely. The kid Bibbs, the Bibbs kid from ULM.
Some of these kids are just still getting it. I don't know. Like this is where we can step into reckless talk. But like, it does seem like some of these last ones are just running off the last MAC guys. Which I think is like, all right, whatever. Like that's a tale as old as time, that is very college football traditional.
Just stay at school.
New coach might not run you off right away, but it might happen. They can send you enough messages as they play favorites with other people that you need to be elsewhere.
You don't have to tell me. I've seen people that played fullback get converted into defensive linemen, and they're like, well, you're just going to do this the whole time. And they're like, well, this isn't what I've never done this in my life.
Just getting crushed.
Yeah. Why don't you go get destroyed? And you only do 9-on-7s.
I have one more for Chip. We have to let him go because he's got the drop-off line. He's got to be there for his kids, right? We that's how we open the segment. We're all rad dads here.
Dude,
Chip,
I think we are rad dads, just for the
We
record.
are rad dads. Look, we're talking football for a living. There are way worse things we could be doing right now. Chip, you guys do a great job of this on the Cover 3 podcast. I'm going to let you go on this one. I need your highest rated play on the board for Thursday night or Friday night. Your lock, sir. I need it before I let you go.
Miami in the first half. Okay, let me sell you on this one. I've told you reasons why I think Miami's going to win. You get it at the first half at -0.5 point. So we just need the Canes leading by a field goal, essentially, as they go into the break. I think they're going to be tone setters. And I think that some of the potential ways that Ole Miss wins this game, which is Ole Miss plays with a bunch of tempo and wears down Miami's defense, right?
Right.
Like we saw Akeem Messidor and Ruben Bain huffing and puffing a little bit in the second half against Ohio State.
Yeah.
Ole Miss also outscored Georgia 22-7 in the second half. And you also are not betting, because it's the highest rated play, you're not betting on Mario Cristobal to make a big decision at the very end of the game. All right. We're going on script, and they've got first mover advantage because, again, it's the first team Ole Miss has played with this staff that they haven't already played before. So they've got they have a little bit of an edge there. So we need Miami in the first 30 minutes to take a lead into halftime. That's my number one play of the college football playoff semifinals.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me, Felder. I mean, I know you're not a gambler, but that checks a lot of boxes for me. The Cristobal point really hammered it home.
I just didn't want to be sitting there with the ticket.
No,
I almost spit on my computer. I did almost spit on my computer.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Chip, thank you very much for joining us. If you're not already, check out the Cover 3 podcast. Chip and the gang do a great job. Chip, enjoy the semifinals, man. We'll do it again soon. Thank you.
Sounds good. Y'all be well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, brother. We'll talk soon. Awesome stuff. Chip Patterson does a great job with CBS Sports. And again, the Cover 3 podcast is kind of like must-listen stuff for you college football heads out there. Felder, anything from the Felder 5? I give you homework, man, for every show. Anything that we did not touch on that you would like to as we get ready for these semis, dog?
Let's go. We hit Lane Kiffin being the most down bad if Ole Miss wins it all, right? We hit that. We hit Miami, Ole Miss, and Miami's defensive line being completely savage, which they are, and Ole Miss's defense absolutely destroying Gunnar Stockton. We hit on that, right?
Gunnar Stockton played his ass off in that game.
He did. I loved it.
It wasn't enough. Like, that's the thing. Like, if you're a Georgia fan, it's not like, I mean, if you're a Georgia fan and you put up 30 points in a game, that you feel like that should be enough.
Win. You should
feel
win.
like that should be enough. It just wasn't, but it took it again, man. Like Trinidad Chambliss, like Chip was saying, he touched the sky. Like, that dude was literally levitating, man. He like left his body. It was insane what he was doing.
Yeah. Sig as a G, Kurt Signetti.
Are we? Let me just ask. I agree with you. I think what Signetti is doing and has done up to this point is remarkable. What if they don't win it all? Like, what if you lose to Oregon on Friday night? He's still a G? Like, he's still he has to be, right? Because we're talking about Indiana football as a program.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing. I went to UNC, right?
Yes.
UNC has never touched this air. Certainly not for back-to-back years. We've never touched this, have we?
No, man. An ACC championship game every couple of years is probably the ceiling for
They've never
UNC
been.
Football.
Never been.
To the playoff, they've been to the ACC championship game.
One time.
Just once?
Yeah. But they've never touched this air.
No.
They've never touched this air. And now people talk about sleeping giants, right? I don't think Indiana has ever been in the conversation of sleeping giants. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, up until this year, they were the losingest college football program in the game. It's now Northwestern, but yes.
Northwestern went to the Rose Bowl in our lifetime.
Yeah, but Indiana has been lifetime losers. Like, that's why the Rose Bowl was packed with Indiana fans. It was like an 80-20 split. Right. Because people in their lifetimes had never been to Pasadena for a Rose Bowl.
Right, I understand. What I'm saying is, this is about Kurt Signetti. He got this team not just to the Rose Bowl, not just to the playoff in back-to-back years. You think Belichick is like, who'd you rather have?
Bill Belichick or Kurt Signetti? That's an actual question?
Yeah.
Kurt Signetti.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought there was like a hidden camera here or something. I didn't know what that was.
The guy that won 6 Super Bowls or the guy who Google me? I win.
Kurt Signetti
is a G.
This guy was coaching Elon 8 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
For those of you that don't live in the state of North Carolina, Elon is an FCS school. It's tiny. It's small. It's off I-40. Like, there's nothing going on. No disrespect to the fight in Phoenix. No disrespect to the fight in Phoenix. My point is the rise here, right?
Yeah.
The last, Elon, JMU, Indiana, and now back-to-back CFPs, semifinal berth.
I have friends that went to Elon. I have friends, and they call themselves the Phenai Brethren. Don't play me, dog.
Didn't know that. I'm not here to catch strays from Elon alums. It's a fine school. My point is, within the football ecosystem.
I went to a sorority party at Elon. Me,
oh boy,
one of my best friends, and an All-American baseball player. The three of us go. Right? We're all friends. We drive down from Chapel Hill to Elon.
Have the statute of limitations expired on what
We didn't do
where
anything
this is
wrong.
about to go? Okay. All right, I wasn't sure. Okay, just checking.
It was a Halloween party. We drive down. Great time. Stay at my friend's. We stay at her apartment. Some folks get up to no good.
Love
But
that.
yeah, I know Elon.
Yeah, but within the context of like college football head coaching jobs or destinations or just places like rungs on the ladder, Elon is so far down. And that's where Kurt Cignetti was plying his trade as a head football coach 8 years ago.
Do we put that above or below Charlotte?
Below. Respectfully.
Barely.
Respectfully, of course. Below.
Barely.
I'm just saying, I'm with you. I think it's a tremendous story, and I want to see him win a national championship. There are a lot of teams that I
want them to win. I told you. I am
okay with winning 2 more games. Yeah, Indiana.
I told you. I think that whoever wins this game is going to win the national championship.
Oregon's never won a national championship. They've been there twice. They lost to Ohio State early in the CFP. They lost to Cam Newton.
Yes.
Like they ran into Cam Newton's Auburn team. Okay.
There's nothing you can do about that.
No, there's nothing. No, there is nothing you can do about that.
There's literally
That's like Trinidad Chambliss in the Sugar Bowl. Nothing you can do. Just take the L. And they actually gave that. They gave Auburn a game. Like they didn't get run out of the building.
Realistically, right now, Hartzell, I'm rooting for every single one of these 4 teams that we have left to win a national championship.
I mean, I'm clipping that. Like, Felder, I've been doing shows with you for a long time. Like, you don't root for teams.
I want everyone to win.
You root for players. There are stories that you will like get like hooked on, but you don't root for teams. You don't root for programs.
Right.
I got you in 2026. New year, new you, buddy.
All I'm saying is,
proud of you, man.
I want Oregon to win a national championship. I think that they are so innovative in what they do. From a scheme standpoint, I want them to win.
And
Indiana.
West Coast school. How cool would that be? It's been a long time since we've had a West Coast national champ.
Would you say it's been a while?
You could say it's been a while. Yes.
It's been a while.
Just like Stained.
Yeah. Indiana, I want them to win because this is a team that's come from like ashes to ashes, dust to dust. And now they've built a pillar. Miami.
By the way, real quick before you get to Miami, Josh Hoover, the next in line to be a Kurt Cignetti quarterback at Indiana. You buying that? So. The TCU transfer? How do we feel?
I don't want to talk about the transfer portal.
Well, let's just talk about Josh Hoover. He's the next in line. He's taking over for Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, I know. It's not that. I have to do a video about transfer portal and UNC for Tar Heel 24/7, and I don't like. I'm
talking about good teams here, not bad ones.
That's wow.
You have to do the bad one.
What a dunk!
Hey, listen.
Yes, I do. Fans. Like, I think here's the thing I will say. I think Kurt Cignetti can make anybody be functional.
Okay.
But Miami, I didn't believe in them at all. Obviously, with the conversations we've had with Roddy. But if they win, you know how good it will be to see Miami. Like, I don't know if it'll be good or bad to see Miami fans win a national championship and the way they're going to act.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to go crazy.
You know who's going to go the most crazy if they win? It's one of 2 schools. It's either going to be Indiana, because for folks that don't know, Bloomington is packed with college kids. Like that school has like 50,
that's all it is.
That school has like 45 or 50,000 people on campus. That place is going to go upside down. It's either them or it's Ole Miss. I'm not saying that they can't party in Miami. They will, but like Miami,
No, you know what? It's
a private school. It's on a lake. It's bougie, Felder. It's bougie. I'm not saying that people in South Florida aren't going to go bananas. I'm just saying it's not going to be like college town crazy. Bloomington will get burned down.
How many
You know what I'm
30 for 30s have they done about Indiana or Ole
Zero.
Miss?
Zero.
Okay.
Well, that's not true. The SEC Network did that really nice documentary on Lane
No,
Kiffin
that's
this
not what I
year.
asked.
Zero.
Miami has, in my estimation, they're a top 5 Walmart fan base. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm not going to push back on that.
So it's not just people that went to or live in Coral Gables, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's folks who grew up watching Miami football, even though they didn't go to Miami. Because as you mentioned, Miami's a private school. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But all of those people still love Miami. You went to Cranbrook. It was a private school.
Yeah.
But if Miami wins a national championship, you better get that city ready, baby.
I don't know. Like, I'm not saying they're not going to celebrate. They will celebrate. It ain't going to be like Bloomington. It ain't going to be like Oxford. Because those are college towns. Those are proper college towns.
And Oxford and Bloomington are proper college towns. I totally
Eugene's
agree.
a proper college town too. I just think everybody out there, I mean, they're pacifists, man. They're smoking that gas. Like, they're not going to be out
pass
there.
My fist through your face.
Yeah, but it's different out there, man. It's all peace and love.
Listen, all I'm saying is I think Miami, the parade that they would have.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, no, listen, I've been to Miami. I was there for my brother's bachelor party. I was like, this is like a whole new world down here for me. I love this.
And if they win a national championship, you don't think it would be the most wild thing?
I don't think it would be more wild than the scenes in Bloomington. No, okay. I don't. I know people, Felder, I know Indiana fans who are like, if we make the Natty, I'd rather be in Bloomington than Miami.
That's awesome.
Because Bloomington is going to be on fire, like literally on fire. Like white people rioting on fire type stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying.
I will tell you this, though. Ooh. You might be right about Ole Miss.
They know how to party in Oxford now. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm also saying Mardi Gras is coming up, too.
Mardi Gras in like March, isn't it? Or February?
It's in February.
I don't know. I can't keep up.
Well, the longer they push out the college football playoff, it doesn't. What's the difference?
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I know you've got a family friend coming to town for the next couple of days.
That's
how
tomorrow.
How would you be observing? Like, are we putting this on the 85-inch? Are you getting the big screen for these, or what? Are you being relegated to the pad? They're going to make you walk around the house sweating, watching your phone?
I think. So have we not talked about this?
Which part?
So we're recording this on Pizza
Wednesday afternoon.
Pizza Wednesday. Yeah. And the next day is Miami, Ole Miss.
That's when this airs, Thursday morning. Yes.
I will be home by 7:30
a.m.
p.m.
Oh, because you have a PTA meeting.
I have way more than that, my man. I have.
Bro, you're going to need to be there like, yo, we got to wrap this up. Toe meets leather in Glendale. We got a Fiesta Bowl, baby.
Yes, I have drop off. We have a multicultural day.
Nice.
It's very nice. I have to go to the airport to pick up my wife's friend, which
don't love that at all, because you're not far from the airport, and I feel like rideshare, Uber, Lyft.
Yeah, I know.
$15, man. Done. Easy.
I have that.
Also, Charlotte International Airport, Douglas, whatever the hell it's called.
Charlotte Douglas International. Thank you.
That place sucks.
It does. And then I have, let me take a big sip of water.
That's not water. That's blue drink.
It's Gatorade.
That's G2, son. What do you have after that?
Gatorade Zero is what that is.
Whatever.
Then I have to go to I have to be an ambassador for my kid's school.
What does that mean?
I have to go to a neighborhood and tell them why their kids should come to my kid's school.
Oh my God, dude. You got to stop volunteering. Look,
I didn't volunteer for this.
We love our children, okay?
I didn't volunteer. I did not volunteer.
We want to give our kids the
Steven,
things that
I didn't
we
volunteer
have.
for this. I didn't volunteer for this.
But maybe those things should be something like a go-kart instead of I'm going to be an ambassador. I'm going to go to other neighborhoods and fight the fight.
No, I'm.
Come on, man. It's the Fiesta Bowl.
I know, and I'm going to be home in time to watch it.
I'm worried about. I don't know if you are.
I will.
Send me a screenshot. You know what? I'm gonna text you tomorrow or tonight, 7:45 Eastern. And if you're not in front of that 85-inch television,
I won't be in front of the 85.
Golly, dude, you down?
They're
bad,
going to be
bro.
watching Housewives. I will be on the iPad. This is going to be an iPad.
Bro, you down bad like Kiffin bad, bro. You down?
No, I'm not. No, don't. No, I still got a wife. Don't play me.
True story. It's a true story.
I still got a wife.
It's a true story. All right, make some picks. Let's make some picks before we get out of here.
Let's make some picks before we get out of here. I still got a wife, dog.
Mike Felder, married. Can confirm.
Yeah.
Who you got? Miami, Ole Miss. You want me to go first?
You tell me.
I think Miami's going to win. I think they're going to win.
You're taking Miami
comfortably, not like Indiana over Alabama comfortably, but I think they win by like 7 to 10 points. 7 to 10.
Hang on, let me look at the number.
The line is 3.5.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking it up because
I would never give you a bad number.
3.5. Okay. It's Miami minus 3.5.
They're the favorites. Yes, they are.
You know what? You got the music?
I don't have any of I don't have any of your tones. Oh, you want the music?
That's my dog.
You want Chris Tucker?
Yeah.
Golly, dude, you're making me work for it today, huh?
Yeah, you gotta earn it.
Take that. That's my dog. Say that right, Mom. That's my dog.
Yeah, buddy. Let's do it. You ready?
That's my dog. That's my dog.
Your hair looks really good.
Anybody got to say anything, you let me know. That's my dog.
Getting a haircut on Friday, by the way.
My beard needs some. Are you going to go to Supercuts or Great Clips?
No,
like
I've got it.
Cousins?
I have a thing. Man, listen. Don't.
Dude, he's the lamest dude on the planet.
I know. And the fact that he's the quarterback of. You know what? I'm not even associated with the Atlanta Falcons. I'm associated with Atlanta, but I don't do that. I don't.
You're a Falcons fan.
No, I'm not.
Debatable.
I'm glad that.
Give me the Rebs.
Raheem Morris. There you go. Thank you. You're on Ole Miss. I'm not. I don't have any picks for That's My Dog this week because I don't think any of the underdogs are going to win. And there's.
You don't think Oregon's going to win?
No, I don't.
Indiana is going to win.
Look, I want Oregon to win. Like I'm again. Like,
I don't.
Like
I want Indiana to win.
You said it early, yeah, but like Oregon has never won a national championship. They have been a powerhouse in college football for 30 years.
I understand, and they have not been a powerhouse. They've been around.
No, come on. Like we're talking 10 wins a year for a while, dude. Like they are. Would
you ever call Virginia Tech a powerhouse of college
football? They were.
No,
yes.
They orbited being a powerhouse.
They were a powerhouse. They were a consistent force.
Yeah, they won 10 games a year for 11 years or something, right?
You know what? Yeah, I very rarely do I get facts to actually back up my statements. But you're going to make me do that right now.
I'm going to look it fucking up. Who are you looking up? Are you looking up Oregon or are you looking up Virginia Tech?
I'm looking up Oregon's win total record, okay, over the last in their history.
All right, I'm looking up Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I mean 10 wins, 11 wins, 10 wins, 10 wins, 10 wins, 12 wins, 12 wins, 12 wins, 11 wins, 13 wins. Like, yes, dude, they are a powerhouse. Now, I might have exaggerated on the 30 years part.
Right.
How about
Virginia
20
Tech.
years?
Virginia Tech. 2000 to 2004. Virginia Tech from 2000 to 2009.
Was a powerhouse. They are now irrelevant.
That's not a powerhouse. It's just we won a lot of games.
Okay. I would. Okay. I mean, I didn't say dynasty. I didn't say.
You didn't say dynasty.
I did not say dynasty. That's reserved for the Georgias of the world, the Clemsons of the world. Those
Alabama.
periods. Alabama, of course. It goes without say. Like LSU football, powerhouse.
Yeah.
Like, you can have a bad year every now and then. You can still be a powerhouse program.
Okay.
Oregon, powerhouse program. Like, having a West Coast national champ. I know Washington was in the game a couple years ago. They got blown out.
Very good is enough. Being very good, to me, should be enough.
Oregon doesn't want just to be very good.
So you know what you need to do?
Yeah, you got to beat Indiana in Atlanta on Friday night, and then you got to find a way to beat somebody else in Miami. Yeah. That could be a home game for the Canes. I understand. Look, I didn't.
The national title game is in Miami?
It is. If it was easy, everybody would do it. It's not easy.
Bro.
Yeah, I know.
Bruh.
I know. Bruh.
It's
more like Fort Lauderdale, really. If you've been to Hard Rock, it's not really.
Oh, I've been to Hard Rock, and it sucks.
Yeah, it's just off the side of the freeway. It's nowhere near South Beach.
I know. But they do have this like cool like a track by it.
That's great. You like Ole Miss. I like Miami. We're going head to head. I'm taking
Ole Miss.
We're going head to head in the Fiesta Bowl. Now let's go to Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to dance with the date that brung me.
Mm-hmm.
You know who that is?
Indiana.
That's correct.
Yeah, I'm taking them too.
By the way, you did catch a stray. I put together a montage for Roddy.
Of what?
Because of the Indiana-Alabama game.
Mm-hmm.
You caught a stray because at the end of the montage. You know what? Do you want me to play it for you? I have it.
Yeah, play it. Let's play it.
If you've listened to the show, then you already know how this goes. But I did put this together because I wanted to dunk on Roddy on Tuesday, so I played this for him. This is a replay. We don't do this very often, but Felder did catch a stray at the very end of this, and that's why I want to play it for him because I did drag his statements through the mud. So here we go. I have a theory on this game. I'm just going to throw it out there. You tell me if I'm crazy. I think the Hoosiers are going to beat the hell out of Alabama in this game. I don't think this is good. I don't think this is competitive. I don't.
Why? Why don't you
think
this is competitive? Do you think Alabama sucks?
I think Alabama is smoke and mirrors. I think they are a helmet. I think they are a brand.
Kalon Black is back in the lineup. Here's the snap back to Fernando. Has time rolling over the middle. He's got Becker. Oh, what a catch! Charlie Becker! Touchdown, Indiana! Tremendous throw by Fernando Mendoza, but what a catch by Becker, who had to leap and pull it in.
My boldest take of this show, and maybe of the year, because we only got 2 days left in the year, is that Indiana is going to win this game by 3 scores.
Oh, wow.
That's it. I'm putting it out there. And Roddy, I see the
Go, Roddy. Go!
The distaste, just the overall, just, like you're disgusted by this take.
It's just reckless. It's just reckless. It just is. Like, it's disrespectful and it's reckless is what it is.
Himby in the backfield now with Fernando Mendoza. Takes the snap. Fernando looks left, fires it down the field. He's got Surratt. Touchdown! What a perfect throw by Fernando. 24 yards, and Indiana scores again.
Fernando Mendoza raised the Heisman Trophy. Everybody is celebrating how great a season this team has had. That typically does not go well for teams that are not used to it.
Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Kalon. Fights his way through it, and he breaks the tackle. Down to the 5. Oh, what a run! Touchdown! Kalon Black explodes through the middle and breaks the tackle on his way to the end zone.
I'm
I
about
don't
to
know
get
why all of a
destroyed.
sudden they're going to play a good team and blow them out when all anyone has been telling this team the last month is how awesome they are. Oh, you're so good. You guys are the number one seed. You can say all you want about Kurt Cignetti, and I will tell you about human psychology.
It feels like Alabama.
Human
It's just strange
psychology.
to see. They're just existing. They're just out there. No, nobody's penetrating. Nobody's playing with any fire. They're just, it's almost like they feel defeated. Like there's nothing we can do. Nobody's making an impact player. Not even trying to hands on their hips. They're just kind of out there.
Alabama is hearing people like you talk like this for
No.
2 weeks.
No one cares.
Here
what
it
I have to
comes.
say.
Ty
Here comes your
Simpson just
part.
came out and said no one thought we were going to make the playoff. Freaking Alabama. It's the Kirby Smart thing. Like,
Yes,
everybody
yes,
doubted
yes.
us. But this time everybody actually is because people are saying reckless stuff like that to you.
3 scores.
or like you did.
3 scores.
It's ridiculous, Stephen. That is reckless.
Oh,
We get
there is
Indiana by
way
20.
There is no way that Deontay Lawson, was it Dijon Lee? Like, there's no way that they let this happen.
Alabama being humiliated by this Indiana
this is
team.
embarrassing.
Jesus. So
There's no way
really-
Deontay Lawson and Dijon Lee let this happen.
So here's what I'm gonna say.
38-3, bro.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I did write in my newsletter. Indiana has been one of my favorite teams to watch all season. I am glad Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman. They're wire-to-wire undefeated, and they bring a solid defense to go with an offense that works. I really like Kurt Cignetti and his confidence. Obviously, it's the Google Me clip. However, I have now backed myself into 2 corners that I will not abandon. You can hear more about it. Both said on College Sports Now. So, shout out. Corner 1 is I do not trust Miami as far as I can throw them. So, I was wrong about that one. Corner 2 is Alabama is going to win the Rose Bowl. Wrong about that also.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into Miami much more, but I feel like Mario Cristobal or Carson. I'm not going to get into more how I feel about Mario Cristobal or Carson Beck.
Look, man.
I love their defensive line, and this will be an interesting game as the 9.5-point dog to Ohio State. More
Yes.
importantly, me and Roddy Jones' relationship.
Yes. Have you apologized to Roddy? Have you
I have
acknowledged?
apologized to Roddy. I have. I've apologized to him multiple times.
Did you bend the knee to Roddy about the Miami take? Okay.
So I wrote bigger, faster, stronger. We saw the Ohio State game with Indiana, and it was a wrestle to a stalemate that Indiana was just able to win 13-10. Do it against Alabama. Make me wrong. My co-host Stephen Hartzell says Indiana wins by 3 scores. Did not specify 3 scores was 9, as in 3 field goals, or 21, as in 3 touchdowns.
I think we all knew what that meant. I'll clarify next time, but
I want them to prove me wrong. I want them to prove me wrong.
oh boy, did they.
Yeah, I feel like John Cutter from Passenger. This is all written. Anyone can find this online.
It's felder.substack.com.
Yeah. I'm feeling like John Cutter from Passenger 57. Always bet on black. And guess what?
The running back or what?
John Cutter from Passenger 57.
No, always bet on black, though. What is that in reference to?
Passenger 57.
No, but how does that apply to Indiana football?
It applies to Alabama, where it's like,
Got it.
this is like bigger, faster,
Alabama.
stronger.
Right, but they're not.
That's Alabama.
But they're not anymore. And I think the Alabama mystique is done and dusted. I think they're
And
done.
I wrote, if I'm wrong, awesome, because because then Indiana becomes my favorites to win the title over Georgia. Your boy needs to see it. I wrote that. I wrote all of that down. It's literally written down.
Okay. It's been preserved.
Yeah, that you can't. There's no way to say that I didn't say it. I said it before it happened.
If I said it, I meant it.
If I said it, I'm Simpson. I stick by my story.
Folks, that's the show. So just to clarify, you're on Ole Miss. I'm on Miami,
I'm
and
on Ole Miss.
we're both on Indiana.
We're both on Indiana.
Yeah.
And if we're wrong, guess what?
If we're wrong, we're wrong. If we're wrong, we'll come on the show and we'll own it next week.
Bro, I had to go and buy guacamole stuff today.
Good for you, man. Good for you. What's for dinner tonight?
Dinner tonight? It's Wednesday. Pizza.
What about Thursday? You got a guest in the house. Maybe simplify things a little bit.
They're doing Chinese. I have to go again to this school.
You got to be the ambassador.
I got to go to this. I have to go. No, this is the. You want to hear the most bougie thing ever before we end?
Yes, but I would like to hear that on our way.
I have to go to a different neighborhood swimming racket club. That's not my swimming racket club. I have to go to a different swimming racket club.
Some rivals out there. Yes.
Yeah. And I have to go there and I have to moderate a conversation between parents and current students so that they can send their kids to my kids' school.
Bro, you down bad, dude. You're down bad.
I'm not down
so bad. You're
They're
down
gonna they're gonna love it.
I'm gonna drink beer, eat pizza and wings, and watch.
Oh,
the
you think
games.
I'm not gonna drink beer when I get?
No, I mean I'm just saying, like I don't have to wait until I get home from moderating some sort of like.
If you think I'm gonna wait to get home, you're insane.
All right, well that things are looking up for you just slightly, folks. That's the show. Thank you to Chip Patterson for coming on. Does a great job with CBS Sports and the Cover 3 pod. Felder, I am rooting for you, buddy. I am.
I'm gonna make it.
And I'm
just
sending
like the
you I'm sending you a message when toe meets leather in Glendale to make sure that you're in front of a screen of some
I'll
kind.
be home. I will be home.
I know, man, but between traffic and like, what if a parent wants to pull you aside later? What if an administrator's like, Michael, you did such a good job. Like maybe we should be using you more. You're a tremendous asset for our
see you
school,
tomorrow.
Our community, our neighborhood, these children.
You're not my neighborhood.
Yeah, but if you think about it, Felder, globally, we're all one neighborhood.
No,
you know what I mean?
That.
We're just all on a ball of gas and rock.
No, dog.
And water.
Your neighborhood won't even
swim
swim against my kid's neighborhood. So, no.
Okay, very good. Thank you guys for listening to the show. We will be back to preview the Natty. Don't worry.
Yes.
I will also be doing a basketball show next week. You've been warned. Matt Norlander makes his return to CSN. You love to see it. Felder, enjoy the games, buddy. Talk to you soon.